Hey, what is up everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at HBAR, which is currently down only 0.5%. The entire market has seen a slight rebound. Bitcoin is now up to over $98,000, and the S&P yesterday did actually see a slight fall after hitting an all-time high the day before. Now, before we jump into all of that, make sure you guys go check out the Discord down below. It will be the first link there, and you can see on the screen right now just how many wins our members are getting from copying our trades. Inside the Discord, you can not only copy our trades, but you can also copy my long-term portfolio and also copy all of the strategies that I personally use to trade so that you can trade for yourself as well. Now back to HBAR. So HBAR has also seen a slight rally, not really much though. We've broken down through the support and then have since come up to this level right here. This was actually a level where we were looking at potential short positions. We had created an order block here, then it dumped further down, and then we came back up. We mitigated the order block. We actually pumped through the order block, probably sweeping some liquidity. We didn't enter though. We had a few better trades in the Discord which we entered that were amazing wins, and then yeah, it slightly came down, but overall has just been sort of consolidating at this area, building up with higher lows and equal highs from this resistance. So we can potentially see a breakout today from this. It will look something like this, and then a continuation back up. How that would look on a higher time frame, we probably next targets would be right here at like 23-24 cents, somewhere around there. I think that's like what, a 5% move, or is this like a 1% move? No, like a 5-10% move, so not too bad. Again, we want HBAR to start trending back up. It is, still, if we compare it to the lows that we had previously where we were sat at 5 to 4 cents, we're still up 5-6x from those levels. So yeah, it's still really good, considering HBAR has been able to remain this high up. Its only real comparison is sort of to XRP, because we saw very similar moves to the upside. Just XRP looks like it's retained those massive jumps a bit better, as it's now trading at $2.66 and has sort of formed a double top here, bounced off the 0.5 as we talked about in a few videos, and now it's bouncing off of this resistance here at 4.236. HBAR, again, hopefully we do break through this level today. Again, it is a Friday, so the weekend is going to be a bit choppy. There's barely going to be any volume, as we've said in previous videos. Ever since this massive wick, the volume's already been dead and died down. The candles are so small compared to the previous candles we had. The weekend is just gonna sort of multiply that, and the candles are going to be even smaller. So that's the main issue we have right now. It's not really that there's no catalyst, that there's nothing like that. It's more so the fact that there's not enough capital flowing into crypto, simply because it was mostly liquidated during this flash crash, and a lot of people lost money. It took away a lot of confidence out of people. So yeah, it's the main issue. Now we also have to take a look at Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin, again, rallying well above 98,000 now. The reason it crashed below 95 here was because we had a lot of liquidations at 94. We have since cleared those with this candle wick. We had mentioned this in previous videos that we're going to come down, clear these, and then should head higher. The next liquidations we have are at 110,000, right around here, so that's potentially where we're heading to next. Bitcoin has been starting to get a bit more volume pushed into it. As long as we're able to carry some momentum, then I think the volume will start to pile on, and it'll be like a compound effect where we'll just snowball until we hit 110, and then we can see where we go from there. The main target is 1139, 114, somewhere around this red level, but first we have to clear the liquidations, obviously, which are slightly lower. And yeah, now dominance has also been slightly rallying ever since the crash. If we take a look at the percent chart, on the percent chart you can see, if we go on the weekly, we have created a massive wick top here, and the good thing about these wick tops is that they usually indicate a real top in the market. So if we take a look back at 21, 22, what did we see after just before a huge crash? We saw a huge wick top, and then it essentially started crashing down. And another thing to really remember is that when we did start crashing down, we still kept getting these wicks to the upside, which means that dominance was still slightly increasing. I can't check on the daily here, but we were still increasing, so it means we were still getting blue or green, whatever, by sort of BTCD candles, which is what we're getting right now. So if we're able to close this out red over the weekend, then I think this will be the top, and we will start crashing, and alts should start pumping, or eventually should start pumping. We're quite late on now into the bull run, or ever since Bitcoin has really rallied a lot, so it makes sense for alt season to be right around the corner. A lot of people, I think, were predicting like March, April, sort of of time for the top of the market to be in. So yeah, maybe they were right. You know, maybe we will see dominance start to drop off, Bitcoin start to rally to 110, 113, 14,000, and alts really start to fly. So that's what you have to prepare for, and we have been preparing as well. In prior videos, we talked about initial accumulations here for HBAR at like 22 cents after this crash, secondary accumulations here at 18 cents, and tertiary, or our third accumulations, here at 11-12 cents. Again, these three DCA levels prepare us for absolutely everything. Here we're prepared for if we do just instantly pump and we rally and we get 80% profit, we're prepared for that. Here we're prepared for, if the market's not ready to pump yet, if we're going to see a bit more pain, it continues to drop, which we were nearly right, it might still continue to drop, and we essentially get a better entry. And if it does continue to pump, then when it hits 40 cents, we're going to be at over 2x profit. And finally, the worst case scenario, if the market does just absolutely dump, and then we're also prepared for that with entries at 12 cents, and again, that will just give us a 3x. So very, very easy strategy and quite well thought out. Always prepare for the best and worst case scenario. We also do the same when it comes to take profits. So if you want to be sort of risk averse, you can take your first profits at 40 cents. If you want to take on a bit more risk, then you can take profits at the all-time high at like 57 cents, which would then give you 2.5x from the absolute worst entry. And finally, you can target like 90 cents for a 4x or 300% profit. So yeah, those are the three sort of targets you can take on. It's very, very simple. The main thing is, as long as you're not trading with your emotions, you just simply set these levels out, set them on your exchange, and essentially forget about it. That's the best way to do it, because these are all just numbers. The more we dump, the better it is to accumulate. The more we pump, the better it is to distribute. So yeah, that's the way to do it. Other coins I'm going to be keeping an eye out for this week: XRP, forming quite well, sort of ranging in these Fibonacci areas. So yeah, might be able to catch some good trades on that. SUI, again, saw a really good rebound, like a double bottom, came back into this accumulation that we had at 319 to 280, bounced up since. Really like SUI, great team, great project. I think this will definitely continue to rally. Maybe $15 is what we'll see on SUI in the latter stages of the alt season. Fetch as well, similar to SUI, just on a much smaller scale. Crashed heavily from November, December, now at 78 cents. I think even if you're accumulating here on Fetch and you just target the previous high we had, that's already going to be nearly a 3x. That's what, 2.8x. So very, very easy. If you target the all-time high, you're looking at a really, really good return, 4.5x. So quite easy on Fetch as well. Render, again, double bottomed here, maybe can now just continue the rally up. Yeah, I really like Render, really like the project. Chart looks quite good as well. Same with Polkadot. We made a few videos on Polkadot, so if you want more in depth, then yeah, just go check them out. AVAX, really, really slow, sort of just, I guess, moving with the market. It's sort of just lost its way right now in a downtrend, in this sort of flag. Once we break out, we'll see, but overall, yeah, it's just really underperforming right now. Solana bounced off of this area quite nicely. I think we talked about this being an accumulation zone, so yeah, really good stuff on Solana. Again, meme coins have been dying down slowly, so that makes sense for Solana to also slightly catch a bit of breathing space and sort of fall down a bit. But once the market establishes itself again, I think we'll definitely see Solana continuing to push higher. Same with ETH. ETH has been getting quite a few ETF inflows, but the market isn't established yet, in the sense that we haven't had an alt season. All the capital hasn't really flown into ETH yet. We've only really mainly seen Bitcoin fly, and that's really strange for a bull run. We never really see one coin just perform well. We usually see one coin perform well, then that flows into another coin, and so on and so forth. We compare it to like 21, for example. During the 2018 run, we topped out here at 1.5, then we obviously dropped, and then once we started to rally again, you'll see we broke through the all-time high quite easily, although we did start to see a bit of consolidation here, but then we did peak out at 4.5. Now here it's just been sort of like a slow trend up. So maybe this is a new time for crypto, and instead of getting these sort of seasons, maybe we will just start trending up like the S&P, and it just trends up and up and up. So yeah, we'll have to see. Or maybe it will just be same sort of seasons, but this time it's weaker, and this time we just crash back down and have to wait for next season. So many scenarios that we have to watch out for. And obviously Bitcoin is another coin which we've already talked about in this video. Now, if you did enjoy the video, please do make sure to like and subscribe, and it helps out a ton. Again, if you want to be getting my trades sent to you every single day, then check out the Discord down below. And if you need a place to actually trade, then check out all the exchanges we're working with. When you use my links to sign up, you'll not only get some sign up bonuses, but you'll also get some cheaper fees, and who doesn't love cheaper fees? So yeah, make sure you do all of that. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.